Blood is good. Blood is emotion. Blood is a story, a drama. Blood is what we want to see in terms of passion. What we want is a bloody good fight.
Hi fight fans and YouTube viewers, another prediction here for the 29th of September 2013. A bit of disappointment this past week, just over the weekend. The big heavyweight fight, as we all know, between Hay and Fury was called off due to a cut above David Hay's eye from his last sparring session, although there's been heavy criticism of him doing a sparring session a week before the fight is scheduled to happen. But it's not so unusual, because I have heard of boxers sparring a week up until the fight, even 4 days, 5 days up until a fight, you know, and then just keeping warmed up and, you know, stretching, etc., just to keep fit and ready for the fight. So it's not a big surprise that it was sparring. It was his last sparring session, so just one of them things. But he had the head guard on, so a good shot by his sparring partner to catch him where he did. I believe just there you've got the head guard, and then the eyes are obviously hit him with a good shot to catch him just above his eye. So, but it's just one of them things that can happen. Not often we see it, but this is twice that it's happened to David Hay. Last time he injured his hand, and then ironically it was on, if you remember, when he pulled out of the Manuel Char fight, ironically the following weekend he was on Sky Sports with a little hand, some sort of hand bandage thing, black hand sling type thing. Quite funny when the camera zoomed in on this, and it was actually, looked to me anyway, this is my opinion, his hand was fine, and there was some, you know, movement in his hand. So how badly he injured his hand is questionable, in my opinion anyway. Besides from all that, we've got a very good fight in Adonis Stevenson, Superman Stevenson versus Tavoris Cloud for the, I think it's the light heavyweight fight, isn't it? Just quickly going on the boxers' resumes here. Just got this up on a good website. Adonis Stevenson 121 with only one defeat. Tavoris Cloud 24 with only one defeat. Both have got a good KO percentage in the 80% KO percentage, I believe. Adonis Stevenson 18 KOs and Tavoris Cloud 19 KOs. Height for Stevenson 5'11", 72 reach. Height for Cloud 5'10" with 74 reach. Now it's a classic fight Southpaw versus an Orthodox. Will Cloud be able to cope with Adonis Stevenson's Southpaw stance? So that's a question mark, isn't it? Just there's the tail of the tape anyway, briefly. Just there's the advertisement for it. Just briefly touching upon Tavoris Cloud's last opponent, Bernard Hopkins. I was surprised that Cloud didn't come away with the win over Bernard Hopkins. A bit surprising that Bernard Hopkins got the decision in that one, in my opinion. For me, I think, but Bernard Hopkins, I think he's only lost 6 fights, so I just, thought, Tavoris, Tavoris Cloud was the younger opponent, and therefore he might have a bit of an advantage over Bernard Hopkins, but that wasn't the case, was it? A bit of a lacklustre performance, but Bernard Hopkins is old school, isn't he? He ties up well and leans on his opponent to get try and wear him down a bit, and it worked in that fight against Cloud. Superman Adonis Stevenson is on a Cloud, isn't it? It's just that huge win over his last opponent. Just trying to think who that was. Oh God. Anyway, a big win for Adonis Stevenson in his last fight. And it took him 70 seconds for him to get rid of his last opponent. Just bear with me, I'll just get his last opponent up. Yeah, Chad Dawson lasted 70 something seconds. So a great win for Adonis Stevenson in that, a great knockout. So he's on a all-time high, isn't he? And I think, to be honest, he'll win this one. Whether it, each boxer has got the explosive knockout power to get rid of their opponent, haven't they? So hopefully we see a good knockout by Adonis Stevenson over Tavoris Cloud. But they probably will fight KJ to start off with. So if this goes the distance, I can see in the rich vein of form that Adonis Stevenson is in at the minute, that knockout in 70 seconds would have given him huge confidence, more so than ever before. So he's only as good as his last win, as they say, and Tavoris Cloud is coming off of a loss that I think will be, it'll be hard to come back for a win against Adonis Stevenson, in my opinion. A lesser opponent, then I think he'd get a win, but against Adonis Stevenson, I don't think he's going to get a win just yet. Thanks for watching, and that's my opinion, and get commenting. Adonis Stevenson win for me. What's going on?